Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. We have got epic troll slayers who keep us safe, and we have got a fantastic community because of you. Thank you. If you're watching this on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go. Or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed, whatever makes your life easier. So, and oh my gosh, have we got some stuff today? Oh, I'm glad you guys like the kitty. Reminds me of you, the good owl. Oh, the good Bravester Alfred a pumpkin. So, anyway, all right. Oh, and the nails today. So, So, those are today. All right. So, all right. We are starting out with the lowest of the low, the scummiest of the scum, the disappointment to everyone in the world, the lowest of the lowest of the lowest, Donald J. for Genius Trump. And you say, oh my gosh, what has he done? It can't be anything different, can it? Oh, no. Just when you think there's a bottom somewhere, there are no lows he would, there's some lows he wouldn't sink to. Of course. Wrong. Okay. Yes, Valley Sergeant. How low can you go? Exactly. Anyway, at 2 minutes in, just when you think he couldn't get any lower, oh, spelunking. All right, so in a move that, quite frankly, everyone saw coming, when confronted about the Trump org trial and all of that garbage, Trump has said, my son Eric is much more involved with it than I am. I was too busy saving the world from nuclear holocaust to commit crimes. So your company is facing just devastation, and your own personal finances and the finances of most of your family. But Griftco, the company that your father handed down to you, is really, there's a real possibility it could be dissolved, and you are throwing your own son under the bus. Yeah, Julie M., yes, he is pointing at his son to take the blame. Really? Cherry Bomb says, honestly, not shocked. I know, but Doug Dotson said, you said a while back you'd do this. Well, I know, but it still comes as a shock to me. I know it shouldn't, but it does. So, Deborah Johnson says, surely you're not surprised. I'm a Cancer moon. I want to give people the benefit of the doubt. No, nobody can be that awful, can they? No. Julie M says, can everybody see Ivana shaking her head with disapproval? Could be. Yes, Lady Eva, narcissist will narcissist. Lois McDonald says, so sad and pathetic. Cherry Bomb says, I'm shocked he didn't blame Junior. Actually, I kind of am too. Except There's a reason that I call them Sniffy, Sniffy Jr., Princess, and Forgettable. Yeah. Of the Griftlings. Whew. Oh, thank you, Thread of Hope. Unbelievable. I know, Katie Arbuckle. Wait, he threw Eric under the bus? I mean, I'm not surprised, but I wasn't expecting Eric first. Well, there's that, but I just... Really? King of Pentacles. Yes, that's me. Yes, way up. And then there's all you little people. Karen Dean says, it's hard to think of Eric as a mastermind. Well, my thinking, and what I'm curious of what's going to come up here, is the one person in that immediate family with of the older siblings, the one person who has the closest thing to street smarts, I don't know how to exactly to put it. I hate to say it. It's Laura. And I don't think she's going to sit by while father-in-law throws her husband under the bus. I think he might be willing to take a certain amount of it, but she's not going to. But anyway, that is strength. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. King of Wands, this would be the child. Child of the king. Lovers. So you have to be absolutely devoted to the cult. Ace of Wands. Take action for the king. Eight of Cups. Evidence. Glorious. And you know why this is glorious? Because the evidence, you can say it's Eric all you want, but what does the evidence say about who's really responsible? Could be Eric, could be Sniffy Jr., could be Forgettable, could be Sniffy Jr., could be the princess, but it could also be you. And you don't get to spin this in a courtroom. There's evidence, and they're going to go by what the evidence says. So this strength actually does feel a little bit like Laura. I can't stand her. I despise how I've seen her treat her children. Granted, I am not a mother, so I don't tend to judge too much, but yeah, what I've seen, I'm judging. Anyway, but that's the sun. You have to be devoted. You must act for the king. Really? Well, you must have evidence. Good luck spinning this one, Spiff. Sorry, Mom, is your fingy okay? Oh, it's I've got osteoarthritis. Okay. I'm just trying to I am just trying to keep my finger as straight as possible for the long term. So sometimes I wear this. Just happen to be wearing it today, and it hasn't been getting in the way of my shuffling, so I just kept it on. Holly Francis, Eric might throw Daddy under the bus. I think if his wife has anything to say about it, he will. Clem's asking, did Boo Boo Zen bite it? No. Oh, you feel this here. Kelly says, ouch, I have osteoarthritis also. Hips. Oh, no worries. It's just that's the Hebriden's nodes. Yeah, where it's these first joints. I broke this finger. I broke the end of this finger, and so that's where it's setting in first. Fine. Anyway, Valerie Sargent says Laura and the gargoyle are going to get to fighting. Well, could be. Tish Elsis Weisselberg has already pointed everything out. Well, there is that. All right, so Cherry Balm, yay, has brought up a very good point. At 10:30, with the trials in Georgia being live streamed, yes, will Trump and his lawyers continue theatrics for his base or be on their best behavior for the judge and jury? Will there be enough popcorn? All right, 3 cards. Will there be enough popcorn? You know, we have to ask the important thing first. Carbs. 7 of Swords. Oh, but he's done so much criming. He's committed so many crimes, or he's alleged. Entertainment only, YouTube. This is a thief card. 7 of Cups. King of Swords. Hierophant. Oh yes, there are whole industries devoted to getting us our good popcorn. Distribution and farming and oh yeah. So we can really enjoy the entertainment. 7 of Cups is the entertainment card. King of Swords, the prosecution, and not only the institution of the government and all that, but also the farmers and distributors and grocery stores, and to make sure we have plenty of popcorn. All right. Fellow Sergeant's asking, will I be an alcoholic? Well, is there a lot of negative stuff on the Neptune in your chart? It's no guarantee, but no, seriously. Will there be enough popcorn? I've got to move that one up. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for becoming a member. Matter of fact, earlier, thank you, Kat Shepard, for being a member. All right, so move this up. Where was I? Okay, put that there at 12:45. And I might have to break off the automatic exposure. There we go. Now I have features. All right, I'll leave that alone. There, put this here, and 13:15. So, with the trials in Georgia being live streamed, will Trump and his lawyers continue the theatrics or be on their best behavior? Well, I understand, Veronica. Thank you. Thumbs up and being a subscriber really, really helps. Thank you. Thank you for talking in the chat and leaving comments. Whoa, sorry. It makes a big difference. And it's free. Have a safe weekend, Doug. All right, so 6 of Cups. Oh, it kind of feels kind of old-fashioned. How you're supposed to act in court hasn't changed a whole lot. You're still supposed to wear something decent, be on your best behavior. 7 of Wands. On the defensive, King of Pentacles, Emperor in the middle, King of Swords, prosecution, Knight of Pentacles. The energy feels very steady. And we know sometimes even in depositions, he gets very melted toddler. Just, Oh, I can't read that. I don't have my glasses. I just, it's only in things like the E. Jean Carroll deposition where they were able to rile him up enough that he was finally able to run his mouth and get himself into trouble. But in a lot of his depositions, it's the whole, you pick up a toddler and then they don't want to be held, so they just go all limp and they just kind of, straight out of your arms. He does that sometimes. But the energy on this just feels very quiet, and he's angry, but he's holding it in because he knows it could get him into real trouble. Because you do not want to have Trump should not be having one of his hissy fits in the middle of the courtroom, in the middle of his trial. So, but I'm important. How dare you? And his lawyers will try. Yes, Third of Hope. Remember the big inflatable Trump baby? Yeah. Is that simmering? I don't know about that. Simmering. Well, simmering is an angry. Could be. Lucky Girl says, for those who are interested in seeing highlights of Trump being deposed, where he's a totally different person, please see this Mother Jones video, and the link's in the chat. Yes. Hang on, let me go back up here. Jerry Bumson, his base will hate that. Goes out and talks trash after a day of being a noodle. A noodle. I love that. Oh, thank you, Cherry Bomb. Thank you. Popcorn fun. Yay. What you gonna do? Thank you, Robin. Well, got a couple of turtle doves on top of the garage. Barbara Almeida. So he did 31 videos yesterday. Yeah, he does a whole bunch of very, very short videos because then he links those to the fundraising emails he sends out to different. They're targeted slightly differently to different audiences. Yeah. King of Wands. On fire. Fuego. Yeah. Nine of Swords. Oh, it's going to be scrutinized. Every look, you want attention, Spiff? You're going to get attention. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, as long as he can afford his lawyers. Nine of Wands. Four of Wands. Queen of Wands. It just feels very steady. Very steady. Just the energy. He will go home at night and complain. There's some people who will be on his side because it's going to be televised, and so we'll be having watch parties, guarantee that, but also there's some people on the far right who are going to watch parties too. So it's nah. That's what I'm getting. So Trump his lawyers have already put in his plea of not guilty for the arraignment September 5th, where it's the whole bunch of them and they've each got 15 minutes, but he's already put in his not guilty plea and he doesn't have to be there, so we're not going to see him until there's some kind of important hearing or the trial starts for him. So, all right. Okay. Thread of Hope brought up a very good point, which was absolutely jaw-dropping. I love stupid criminals. I really do. Thank God for stupid criminals. John Eastman confessed live on air during Laura Ingraham show to impeding the electoral certification process, the crime he's accused of. Will that clip be used as evidence in his speedy trial? Idiot. Entitled, self-centered idiot. 2 of Cups. Sharing is caring. Could we have a copy of that video? Thanks. Ingraham. That's what I call her. Laura Ingraham. Ingraham. Angry ham. Yeah. Ingraham. You just did that to yourself. You just strung yourself up by your heels, metaphorically. Ace of Cups. Yeah, and now the other side goes, oh, thank you. And the 10 of Cups, when it goes along with their lovely wall of evidence laid out just so. Yes, it will be used against him. Thank you, Gerardo. Wow. Carol Langstaff is asking, could the silence be attributed to his evil plotting, what he's going to do to anyone who crosses him? Or do you think that his lawyers plan to keep him on massive amounts of Prozac? I'm getting he's furious on the inside, but it feels like he doesn't even go home and put out a whole lot of it feels more like him calling individual people to complain rather than blasting out announcements about the corruption of everybody and the judge and the blah blah blah. It feels like he's been chastened. Something's happened where he knows he has to keep it calm, but inside he's seething. But anyway, John Eastman, 5 of Swords, adding insult to injury, you moron. Oh, GM Dave, I'm sorry. Ace of Swords. Yeah, your swords, education, you're supposed to be knowledgeable. Temperance. Page of Cups. It's like hitting a broadside of a barn. You admitted. You just admitted. Oh, we weren't trying all we were doing, we were just trying to put things off for a week and just send things back to the States. That's all we were doing. That's what you're on trial for doing. For trying to delay or stop the election. And you just flapped your gums on national TV. Yikes. Okay, so anyway, at 24 minutes in, Thread of Hope had another good question at 24. Will an official investigation into Kushner's Saudi deal take place, like Jamie Raskin is hoping? Cards running. Carefully. Too carefully. Sharon Price, in the words of Ari Melber, you do know you're describing a coup. Well, thank you, Couture. All right, so Kushner, Saudi deal. Polywanda, hard to believe, president to prisoner. What a narrative arc for Trump. We hope, fingers crossed. an official investigation into Kushner's Saudi deals take place like Jamie Raskin is hoping? I've been getting for a while that it's down the ways a little, but it will happen. But it's Nine of Pentacles. Oh well, he's sitting pretty. Which is just disgusting. He is so vile. Queen of Wands. Yeah, you were in that group. Supporting Trump. King of Pentacles. Racing around the world using U.S. foreign policy to enrich yourself and save your own company from your own stupid business decisions. Ace of Cups. That would be 666 Fifth Avenue for anyone who's come in late. The Emperor. Yeah, you can try to separate yourself out from Trump now, but yeah, King of Swords. Well, that would be some kind of prosecution right here. So he was part of the whole thing. But this Ace of Cups, this would be the beginning. Prosecution. You were right there with Trump, and you got massive deals. And you held U.S. support hostage to enrich your own family and yourself. It just doesn't feel imminent. Alicia Belsa saw Jamie Raskin on TV yesterday. He's looking much better. Ooh, his hair and eyebrows are growing back in. He looked great. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. That's good. Jennifer Rose says, I rub Lugol's iodine in my hands for my osteoarthritis. Mine is at the base, point of my fingers. Iodine soaks through the skin, helps the pain. Okay, thank you. And Cherry Bomb is quoting, Your Honor, these charges are outrageous. I'm clearly a haunted wax dummy. Well, you got the last word right. Cherry Bomb says, Kushner pleads uncanny valley. Yes, the human stock photo. Nine of Cups. The Merchant. Chariot. Nancy, the water chick, is saying Meadows found to have lied in his testimony to move his case. I mentioned how much I love stupid criminals. I've only got 4 cards here. Chariot. 7 of Wands. 8 of Pentacles. Hierophant. It's coming, but it's not tomorrow. Right now, the focus is on Trump. But once it almost feels like once Trump the convictions start rolling in for Trump himself, it becomes easier to say, and hang on a minute, you, Kushner. You see what I mean? Working. No, you weren't working. You were using the power of the U.S. for your own good. This is the government. So, and there isn't a 5th card here, which means not everything's been exposed yet. There's something missing. So, okay. Khashoggi. I believe you are. It jumped. The chat just jumped, I'm afraid, and zipped on. But I'm sorry. But someone was asking. I believe you're thinking about Khashoggi, and yes, that was. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So I've looked at as much of that as I can. Now, there was an article that links in the description box. And it was saying that right-wing billionaires in the GOP want a country full of uneducated serfs, SERFs, who will do as they are told. Laws in red states allowing children to skip school to work at the age of 14, like in Arkansas, and setting up publicly funded Christian schools, like in Oklahoma, are apparently just the beginning. How far will this be allowed to go? Industrial Revolution, anybody? Where you have the super rich, and then the people who live in abject poverty, with the basis for the book The Jungle. 5 of Wands. Oh, yes, move the pawns around the board. You are not above anybody else. It's just, I thoroughly believe that. I really do believe that. Our souls are tiny pieces of the divine. Every one of us. You're not above anybody. Now, through your choices, you can help more people or be a horrible, selfish monster, like many of the people I read on, but you're not inherently better than anybody else. Not how it works. Death card. And there are already immigrant children, horrible things happening to immigrant children who have been working in slaughterhouses and meatpacking plants. Right. 9 of Wands. This is, think of it, I mean, look at that, and you can, all the physical damage that you get for jobs like that. 5 of Cups. This is the far right. They're trying to knock down the cups of OSHA, of liberal ideas about how children should go to school and learn and have opportunities. 6 of Cups. Well, this is the way it was, you know. 3 of Swords. So, how far will it go? It'll keep on for a while. Eventually, Republicans are going to learn that their extremism is going to keep losing them. It's going to lose them more and more elections. So, yeah, again, it's coming. But for now, oh yeah, sure. Damaged kids. If they're poor, if their skin isn't white, who cares? Please. It's infuriating. Barbara's asking, how do these Republicans sleep at night? Jeez, I have no idea. Nope. All right, so, oh, I didn't write down the time on that one. Oh, let's just say I'm going to guess 29 for now. All right, so at 34, Representative Ken Buck, Republican from Ohio, member of the Freedom Caucus, said the quiet part out loud. Ken Buck, Representative Ken Buck, Republican from Ohio, a member of the Freedom Caucus, has noted that there is no evidence for impeachment, but that citizens want revenge. Has he just blown the whole thing? There's no evidence for impeachment, but citizens want revenge. Yes, Cherry Bomb, he can buck right off. Oh, Robin D says buck is Colorado. Where does this link go? Oh, it is. It should say Colorado. Thank you for letting me know. Share screen. Oops. Later. Yep, there was a mistake there because it says right here, House Freedom Caucus member, Representative Ken Buck, Republican from Colorado, told Jake Tapper on Monday that proposals by House GOP leadership to impeach Joe Biden lack any sort of evidence. However, he added many of his Republican constituents want the impeachment anyway, mainly because they want revenge for the two impeachments of the former President Donald Trump. Let's turn to the Republican leadership. The House Republican leadership's push to open an inquiry targeting President Biden. Anyway, so that's that. And did he just kind of blow the whole thing up? So Cherry Bomb says that's not how government works. Well, Lucky Girl says it's Benghazi all over again. Jeez, rolling my eyes, shaking my head. Yes. Be grateful. MS says MSNBC was saying this morning that Trump's trial is his campaign, and it's more of a campaign than DeSantis has. All right. So the impeachment thingy, what's it? Polly Wanda says, if you don't vote blue, cooties on you. A little silliness is always welcome. 3 of Cups. That's us, just having a little bevy. Watching the stupidity. Yeah. CC Ryder says the GOP would crash and burn during live impeachment hearings. 0 evidence of corruption. Oh, I made Anna laugh. That always makes me happy. Sun. Queen of Swords. 10 of Swords. 9 of Pentacles. Hierophant. Oh, please. Well, in the House, they have control of the House for now, the government here, but they've been trying to bring things to the Sun, but the real Queen of Wands here, the real investigations, the real holding like legal, going forward with legal charges. All this has been on Trump's side because there's evidence, and you don't have evidence, but you could try to play a game over here, but it doesn't go anywhere. I mean, in the House, they can vote to impeach Biden, and then he's officially impeached, but then it immediately goes to the Senate, and you've got to put on your case for his being removed from office, and you got bupkis. Yeah. So, well, thanks for saying the quiet part out loud, Ken Buck. All right, at 40 minutes, Republican Ohio State Representative Bob Young was arrested in July for domestic violence. I think I still have it, but I saw this guy's mugshot. Anyway, Republican Ohio State Representative Bob Young was arrested in July for domestic violence. While a trial was pending, he had been court-ordered to stay away from his previous home. He violated that order on Saturday when he showed back up and allegedly struck his wife again. His high school sweetheart, and they have 4 kids? They have at least 3 or 4 kids. He's currently in jail, and there are calls for him to resign. However, the state GOP doesn't want him to resign. Surprise! How will this play out? I had some not very, when I read about this and then I saw the guy's mugshot, I had some very not very nice things. Say about him. So, but no, we don't want him to resign. He's been arrested. His mugshot, he's wearing an orange jumpsuit. But no, we want to keep him. Oh, so he hit the missus a little. Queen of Swords. Oh, yeah, you're going to be held accountable. Blankety blank. 7 of Cups. Somebody's got anger issues. 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Wands. Oh, your victory. Your fabulous right-wing victory. Lovely. Wheel of Fortune. And the Empress. You are about to lose your family and go down. Yeah, you reached a certain pinnacle and you've blown it. Wheel of Fortune's turning. Your wife is going to get what she needs, including safety. That's what this feels like. So you had it really well. You had it all really good. But no, your far-right victory, your grievance politics and anger and misogyny and yeah, Kathy, she made me hit her. She asked for it. Look what you made me do. Please. Sharon Rice says, "Dear, may I introduce you to my cast iron skillet? If it isn't self-defense, don't let me stop you." Yeah, Azalea, good. What a scumbag. Yeah. And I gotta tell you, having seen his wife, but it doesn't even matter but what his wife looks like. But having seen him, he should be going down on his knees every day, kissing her feet and thanking her for marrying him. That's all I gotta say. After seeing him and learning stuff about him and you're gonna learn. You're not gonna find a good woman like that again. Ain't gonna happen, spiff. Yes, reversed images 1. Are these the family values you should teach our children? Uh-huh. I don't know what that means, Amy Jones, but I'm glad she was okay. So anyway, hello, Salty Chip. Anyway, Chicago, you now need an appointment for several tasks at the Illinois driver facilities. Sherry Baum looked it up. Looks like a baby. He looks like a vicious baby. He's just everything about him is gross. There's even a picture of him on the website for the Ohio Congress, the page that's specifically about him, and it's got him in profile. He looks stupid and mean. Yeah, there we go. Like the storm, we are talking about Ohio State Representative Bob Young, who was arrested in July for domestic violence. While trial was pending, he's been court-ordered to stay away from his previous home. He violated that order on Saturday when he showed back up and allegedly struck his wife again. He's currently in jail, and there are calls for him to resign. However, the state GOP doesn't want him to. Oh, I didn't really ask about his job. Hierophant. That would be his job. 2 of Cups. 3 of Cups. Death. You're done. You're done. Okay. Robin Lisa was asking, is Princess Ivanka getting under the bus too from Daddy? She and Jared are in marriage counseling. Are they? Do we know that? Same therapist as Tom and Giselle Brady. I hadn't heard anything about that. Do we have any photos or anything? Just wondering. Ivanka will not be thrown under the bus by her father. She would be the last person he would throw under the bus. And not because he's a good father. I'm going to move on before I hurl. Okay, Maggie, who had a question at 4745. In Wisconsin, the GOP is threatening to impeach the new state Supreme Court judge, Janet. I struggle. Protasiewicz. Protasiewicz? Is that right? Janet Protasiewicz? Anyway, in Wisconsin, the GOP is threatening to impeach the new state Supreme Court judge. Before she even hears a single case, she will preside over the gerrymander map trial, and Republicans are terrified of how they can win if they can't cheat. The lawyers who do nothing but gerrymander cases say Wisconsin is one of the worst states for this. Will lawmakers succeed in removing the judge before the trial begins? Protasiewicz, Lucky Girl says. Protasiewicz. Protasiewicz, says Melissa Helton. So we've got different things. Oh, Larry, I'm okay. It's osteoarthritis. I'll be fine. I wear this off and on. So, are they going to impeach the new Supreme Court judge? Lucky girl. No, I messed up. So Melissa's saying Protasiewicz. Protasiewicz. I'm trying. 5 of Wands. Oh, just manipulate. Just manipulate things the way you want them to be. Although this is as much the gerrymandering is. So, Lucky Girl says Protasiewicz. Protasiewicz. I'll have to look it up later. I'm sorry. 8 of Wands. Oh, they're going to try everything they possibly can. High Priestess. Queen of Wands, Six of Cups, Lovers. This is people on the right who are up in arms about it. This is the way things used to be, you know. And they'll try just about anything, but I've got higher wisdom right here with the High Priestess, and in the center, Queen of Wands, so they'll get together and try something, but this is just them being united, but what happens to her? When she's overseeing the gerrymandering case. Oh, that makes me happy. Ace of Swords. That is a whole new movement of new legal start sort of truth. Eight of Wands again. They will try and try and try. Strength. Eight of Pentacles. Well, they're trying, but she's in a position of strength. She gets the High Priestess, which is Major Arcana. She gets a Strength card in the center, which is Major Arcana. And they're just doing their best to be as difficult as possible, but she's got pretty good cards. She's got powerful cards here. So I'm starting to feel like I can't. I'm able to. This is fine. I'm using a smaller deck so I can shuffle and everything. So. This ace says the girl in card hugging a butterfly. Actually, she is painting the colors on the wings. It is the Eight of Pentacles. It is the card of working. So. I'm just curious. Nine of Pentacles. Well, they think they're sitting pretty. Ten of Swords. Oh, that would hurt them. Magician. So Ten of Swords. They know it would hurt them if the map can't be gerrymandered. Magician. They want to pull the swan out of a hat. And Page of Pentacles. You losers. That is a weak blank card. Nice try. Oops. All right. Okay. So, Lullabelle says Bob Young, May 4th, 1982, has Venus at 0 degrees Aries. Oh, Venus at 0 degrees Aries. Opposite Mars, 0 degrees Libra. Oh. Venus in a Mars sign is deeply uncomfortable, brings about an air of violence and anger. Seesaw. Wow. So if he uses the bad side of that, traditionally in heteronormative astrology type stuff, we'd have Mars, which is the male, and you'd have Venus, which is the feminine, the female, and they're opposite each other in the chart, which means they're on that seesaw I talk about, which is in order for him to feel, as the male side, in order for him to feel strong, he's got to put down the feminine side. And anytime the feminine side is dominant, he feels small. If he's identifying too much with that Mars. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Jojo. Thank you. Lola Bell says yes. It doesn't have to be that way. But if you do the negative side of it, that's what happens. But if you grow up and you aren't an entitled jerk, you wouldn't have these problems. That is that. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, speaking of jerks, 5545. Justice Thomas finally submitted his financial disclosure docs. Yes. Yes, indeed. From glory to glory with Sanders says it is her, the justice is Protasiewicz. That sounds about right. Thank you. Protasiewicz. I'll try. All right. Justice Thomas finally submitted his financial disclosure documents. Guess what? You'll be shocked, I'm sure. Who would guess? More gifts, aka bribes, are listed. Yes, even more. Even more. What's the energy around his career now? Oh, thank you, lucky girl. There's a cute short video how to say the Supreme Court Justice's name. She put out this video as part of her recent campaign for the Wisconsin Supreme Court. Thank you. Link is in the chat. All right, Justice Thomas. Ace of Swords. He finally put out this, after all these delays, he finally put out the information. And it shows pretty much what we thought it would. And he's like, what's the problem? I just go on from here. I've told you what you wanted to know. We're moving on now. And the reason he can get away with that is, in large part, hello, Justice Roberts. And the Republicans in the Senate. Anyway, Ace of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. Oh, isn't he just sitting pretty? Ten of Swords. Page of Wands. And Ace of Wands. This is, they'll try on the right, they'll try something to try to keep him where he is, but this energy is kind of weakening. This is a new start over here for the more liberal side of things. But he's sitting pretty, but boy, there's... I really wonder if the DOJ can't take this guy to court. I really... For bribery. I really wonder about that. Because then on the far right side of the Senate, this feels weaker. Visual S70 says borrowing $100 million yacht, doesn't everyone? Oh, well, that's what I'm doing this afternoon. DOJ. 5920. DOJ will the DOJ bring Thomas up on charges? I mean, there's a certain point after which enough is enough. Joe Eliza says they might start looking back on that. So, let's see, DOJ. I mean, I know I have my issues with Garland, but I don't know, just for a second there, it felt like the DOJ would bring him up on charges. I'm feeling Garland's energy right there. It's like DOJ. Star. Yeah, it would be high profile. Oh, and the DOJ didn't do anything about January 6th and didn't do anything about Trump in January 6th for a year. They were basically shamed into it by the January 6th committee. So that is my understanding. Correct me if I am wrong. You know me. I do not pretend to be omniscient. Mary Smith says Jack Smith is hot. I do not apologize. You can think anybody you want is hot. There are no thought crimes. You can think whatever you'd like. Nine of Swords. Temperance. King of Wands. King of Swords. Queen of Wands. I mean, there are a bunch of kings and queens here. We're seeing the truth about him, about Thomas. But there's a big Temperance card here, and then this. I mean, that technically could be. It feels like a lawyer. More than a lawyer. You know how the White House there's a White House lawyer he's not just a lawyer, and he's not there to protect Trump or whatever. He wasn't there. It's the presidency or words eluding me. The people who oversee certain parts of the government too. And I don't know that they have one of those over at the Supreme Court. But this feels like someone who's more than a lawyer in the government. That's all I've got. King of Wands, he's got away with so much for so long. And of course, the other far right people will come to support him. But there's something here. Somebody's going to keep pushing this. It may be Senator Whitehouse. That may be what I've got here, Betty Cantrell. But there's somebody here who keeps poking, will not let this go. Will not let this go. So, but for now, I still got the Temperance card. Frustrating. All right. Okay, so it is 1:04 p.m. I'm getting a low internet warning, so the video might go a little funny for a minute, but the audio usually is fine. But anyway, it's 1:04 p.m. It is I've been on for 100 for. Oh, Mercury retrograde! Why do you do this to me? I've been on for an hour and 4 minutes. It is 1:19 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 p.m., I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel to do creative work, and you're always welcome to join. We just want to encourage you. Other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow. So, yeah. And if you want to see Sarah, she'll be there this afternoon. Tomorrow is her day off, so you won't see her tomorrow, but you'll see her this afternoon. All right? So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, seriously. And you're not alone. We are in this together. And oh my gosh, there are good days ahead. All right? So thank you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Bye.